Hello my friends and welcome to another Tuesday of tutorial. I am Leonardo Perez Nieto and because you asked for it, I will draw a little mouse. Let's begin sketching the overall shape of the head, which is a bit like a cone, with the thin snout and a rounded part on the back. And of course it doesn't have an angle, so we round the tip. The body will be almost like a circle, very easy. Now let's mark the position of the legs, 1, 2 and 3, that will be visible. A guideline for the eyes and the big ears. The eyes from this angle have a similar shape to the head, like a rounded cone. Let's erase the guidelines that we don't need anymore, such as these ones. I'm using a kneaded eraser, but a regular eraser would work for this as well. To do this sketch, I used a 0.5mm HB lead, which is medium softness. Now I switch to a thicker and softer one, a 2B for the darks. With this, we draw the eye, leaving a small reflection to give some liveliness to that little rodent face. The other eye, and now I switch to a smaller and harder lead for the fur. We do it with very tiny straight lines, leaving a little bit of white in between so as to give precisely the illusion of the fur. And we continue in this fashion. In looking for a nice mouse story to tell you, I came across the origin of the Chinese zodiac. It turns out the Jade Emperor, who was the ruler of all gods in Chinese mythology, organized a race, and the 12 animals that crossed the finish line first would make it into the zodiac. The rat and the cat were best friends at that time, believe it or not. Okay, this story is about a rat, not a mouse, but it's okay. So the rat and the cat made a plan together to ride on top of the ox across the river because they knew the ox was strong and very used to swimming, and therefore he certainly would arrive in first place. So at the start of the race they both jumped on, but at some point when they were crossing the river, the rat abruptly jumped forward, and with this movement, the cat fell into the water. He screamed, but by then the ox and the rat were too far away to do anything. They arrived to the shore, the big ox stepped out of the water and was about to cross the finish line first when the rat jumped, crossing the line first. So that's how the rat is the first animal in the Chinese zodiac. And that also explains why now cats hate rats and dislike water. It's done. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to Fine Art Tips and click on the little bell to get notifications of new videos. And I will see you on Tuesday.